it to me and I'll sell it for you for a better price. So this Bedouin man gives this person who's in the city, takes this item, and he does not sell it quickly. He will sell it and he will control the market. And the guy who is the Bedouin man, he's not having his cash set away. So the Prophet ﷺ, لا يبيع حاضر لبن. No, you cannot be, what we call in English, simsar, which is, you know, the middleman. We call him the middleman. You know, a person who's, you know, you are an agent, isn't it? The agent. Yeah, the agent. So I'm not going to be the agent for a person who doesn't know about the prices like this, and he comes. Because in that time, the Bedouin people, they come and they are in need of what? Money. So they sell their items. They might sell it cheap. It doesn't matter, but they want the money. Plus, the market will benefit because they get something cheap. But when this guy gets it, it makes the market goes what? Up, because he holds it. He says, no, I'm not going to give it for that price. I want the highest bidder. And that's what, even because the Prophet ﷺ, he said, دَعُوا النَّاسِ يَرْزُقُ اللَّهُ بَعْضُهُمْ بَعْضًا. Leave the people. Allah will make them to, you know, give provision to one another. Your provision is from me, and my provision is from you. Do you understand that? That's how it is. That's how the people make. And I bring you an item, you bring me money, and they'll give you the item, bring me another money. And that's the circle. It happens. That's how the people live. So when this person takes the opportunity and he says to the guy who comes to the market, don't sell your item, I'll sell it for you, so you hold these items. So the scholars from this, they have made the following rules. Number one, because of this reasoning, which is a reason that is people preventing people to benefit one another, they said that if this person, the Bedouin, came to this person of this person who lives in the city and asked him to do that for him, some of them they said it's okay because it's not the person who had initiative, it's the one who wants to take the item, be an agent. But that guy, he chose him to be an agent, and some of the scholars said it's okay. Other scholars, like our Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen, he said no, still it's not okay. You should say to him, go and sell your item in the market. Okay, that's, as I said, negotiable. Correct opinion of Allah Ta'ala is the qawl al-jumhur, that it's allowed if that person, Bedouin man, you know, he knows that he is not up to these guys who are like whales, I call them in the city, in the market. They might swallow him like this. So he might, you know, hold an agent for the sake of getting the best of prices. Okay. Also, that they said the scholars, it's allowed if the price is one. Let's say if the government intervened and that item is the price of it, regardless of whether there's an agent or no agent, the price of that item is what? United. So no problem, you could do that. You could take an agent that would hasten the process of selling, but the price is still the same because it's known. Also, that they said, the scholars, if this item is not where the people are not in need of it urgently, I mean something which is like from the, you know, things that which is like not needed, what do you call them, for entertainment, for something which is not needed that much. Unnecessary, yes, unnecessary. They're not necessary items. So no problem that this could have an agent, but something which is people are in need of, food or something like this, then it's not allowed because the market will be unstable if this happened. And the prices will go up and people will start suffering. That's all the 14th items I want to talk about. Okay. Now, we're going to what is not permissible to be sold. The things that we have mentioned, can you just call them again for me? The ones that we mentioned not to be sold.
Yeah. Items that one is prohibited to.
Just number them. One, khamr.
Number one, alcohol. Number two, carrion, swine and idols. Number three, dogs. Number four, pictures or statues containing creatures with souls. Number five, dates before they become ripe. And number six, crops before grains become husked.
Number 7. Selling the cats. Yes, you're not allowed to buy or sell a cat. You could take a cat as for free, but not for selling. Prophet ﷺ نهى عن بيع السنو. So it's not allowed to sell or buy cats. And you can't say, what about cats can catch rats? That's a question you can give to Sheikh Al-Albani. So what about this cat, you know, it's like the dog, we said the dog, the hunting dog was going to be sold. What about the cats that hunt the rats? He told the mice. He said to him, tell me which cat does not hunt mice. Where is that cat that does not hunt mice? Cat, Allah chipped him with this. You don't train a cat to hunt a mice. Regardless of how much, I would say, extravagance food you give her, top of the range, still if she sees a mice, or hears a mice, he brings it to you. Throw a nut. We give our cat, the male, everything that he likes. And then he gives us a present every day. Brings us a mice and puts it in a room, in the bedroom, or brings it to the son of mine, and subhanAllah. It's just, you see, they're embedded with this. They like to play with the mice. They might not eat them because they're not hungry, but they kill them. Okay? They kill them. So there's no such thing, a cat trained to hunt mice. So cats cannot be sold regardless of what they are. So what about these rare cats like Siamese, Chinese, or whatever they call them, okay? Still, cats are not to be sold. You can have them as a gift. Tell me the number, please.
8.
So we said 7 is the cat. Number 8 is, we're going to add the selling of the grapes to the person who will extract it and make it into a wine. I know that this factory takes a grape from me and turn it into wine. I'm not allowed to wine. I'm not allowed to do that. 10 things which are cursed with the alcohol, and that is the one who extracts it, the one who's being extracted to, the one who sells it, the one who's buying it, the one who's carrying it, the one who's being carried to, and the one who's devouring the price of it, and the one who's drinking it, and the one who is pouring it. All of those 10 are cursed with the khamr. Number 9. This is the new version of this book, by the way. The new version, the new print of the book, which is the Wajiz, the new print. This has been added to the book. So adding to what is in the book of the Wajiz onto your book, which is the old version. This is the old version, it hasn't got it. The new version has got it. So number 9 is blood. Blood is not allowed to be sold. He said, I have seen Aun, the son of Abu Juhayfa. He said, I said my father, Abu Juhayfa, he purchased a hajjam, I mean a slave who makes hijama. You know hijama? Yeah. He purchased a hajjam and then he ordered for his hijama items to be broken into pieces. Like the cups and all of this. He broke them into pieces. Basically destroyed them. Alright? So I was asked him for that. Why did you do that then? Why did you purchase it? He said, the Prophet ﷺ, he forbade for the purchase or the price of blood. So basically this hajjam, what he does, he's going to be what? Cupping, taking blood. And what he does after that, he takes money. So selling the blood, selling that blood, because you are actually, it's like selling it. So I'm taking blood out of you, okay, and I'm giving you money. You understand me? So you took the blood, even though you threw it in the bin, but I gave you money for that. You understand that? So he forbade. You're going to ask me what a hijama is. That allowed to take money or not? Now, put the blood on the side. We're not allowed to sell or buy blood because blood is haram. That's why I show blood donations to the people. But hijama. The hijama, the opinion regarding this, the Prophet ﷺ, he said, the profit which is made by the sutha and the prostitute and by the one who makes hijama is to be khabith, no good. Now khabith, no good, is it haram or not haram? Difference among the scholars. Our Shaykh al-Albani rahmatullah alayhi, he uses the hadith which is clearly says when the Prophet of Allah had the hajjam saying to him, Messenger of Allah, he's asking, I'm allowed to take the price for the hijama? He said, no. Prophet of Allah got some orphans to look after. He said, no. He said, what about for my, if you wish, take it as food for your animal. The animal that you bound to go and use it. So the hijab could use it for the fuel of his car, to get from A to B. But for the hijama itself, that should be a community service to be given for free. That's what it's supposed to be, which is not the case these days. The hijab takes about £45 for 10 cups. Yeah, charges 40 or 5 pounds. They became really ridiculous money for less than half an hour job. 45 pounds. Now people now, they are going to learn to do hijab, which is an easy thing. And now we're having centers which teach hijab and gives you a course, for 1 day course. And that 1 day course, £300, 350. And even my wife, she wanted to be hijab for the women. She wanted to book a course for the hijab. And she said to me that there's no seat. I have to wait for the next time. There's no place. It's fully booked in Luton. SubhanAllah, they make a lot of money. I want to make a hijab for free. And I want to make my wife to make hijab for the sisters for free. When I cancel this money for that, what is it? Why did people take in so much money? For the hijab, you could do other issues and it makes more money. Make hijab for free, but have next to the hijab some items. So if you're selling, for example, like honey. Oh, honey, take it from me. Honey is good for you. You could tell them while you make a hijab. Black seed oil, next to it. Aloe vera, next to it. You know, all these things you could be selling lots of things and for hijab. So the people will come for hijab and there'll be lots of customers for you. And because they have seen you that you're using this for, mashallah, free service thing, they will come to you with lots of people. You have to have, I'm telling you, you have to have a lot of time for that. So you can open a merchandise. Just make it, why do you take money? Prophet Allah said, don't take it for yourself. Khabith. Give it for the food of your family. If you want to give, just if you are desperate, then give it as a fodder for the animal of yours. Don't put it in your body. Stop it. Now, Prophet ﷺ, he made hijab and yet he gave 1 dinar to the hajjam. Even though he's telling the hajjam not to take money, but he gave him what? Money, 1 dinar. But he said to that 1 dinar when he was asked, if you are in need desperately for it, give it to that fodder for your animal. That's it. So if you are not in need of it, you should not take it. Hijama is a mean thing. You're taking blood out of the people and all this. So if you do it for free, that's everybody will appreciate that. Voluntary.
Is anybody allowed to give gift to the person that they know?
Yes, you're not allowed to give gift. The sunnah is to give him money. And the sunnah for him to refuse the money. Look at that. The sunnah of you is to give him money.
That's very tricky.
And the sunnah of his is to say, thank you very much, I don't need money. How about that? Then he'll be great in your eyes. MashaAllah. He gave him money, he said, I don't want. Okay? Or to leave it like this, nothing. I'm not asking for anything. If you come, so I say, please brother, come to me. He said, no, you come to me. I'm not going to come to you. I'm going to come to you. I'm going to charge you for my time and all of this. You come to me. I tell you the time, and that's it. Whether he gives or doesn't give, it doesn't. I don't care. So if he gives me, I said, brother, no, for your children, brother. It's not for you. For your children. I start for the children, and then start for the same thing for the wife, and I would say, just say, I don't want it, jazakallah. If you used your car to go to somewhere else because of the hijama, use it for the fuel. Do you understand? Use it for the fuel. It's supposed to be a free community service.
Is there any difference of opinion on this with the scholars?
The difference among the scholars is between, is it haram money or is it filthy money? No good money. Do you understand me? Shaykh al-Albani says it's haram, it should not be taken. Shaykh al-Albani says it's filthy, but it could be taken. It's not really haram, it's filthy. As I said, if you are not in need of that money, or you should not take as a profession, so make it as a side sort of hobby. Okay? Side hobby. Something that is on the side, but not this is your profession, this is where your bread and bread, milk and bread from it. No, don't do that. I would like somebody to have hijab for free, wallahi. We will come and even will honor him.
You know anyone?
Huh? Do I know anyone?
But that's a good question.
I know plenty. None of them in this country. If you come to my Jordan country, I'll give you the best of hijab for free. A doctor. He take you normal, and he will throw the money in your face. Once I brought a rich person, rich, and he came with his latest BMW. BMWs here, there they don't cost like here. They cost 100,000 plus because of the customs.
Water.
Okay. So he parked his car in an alley which belongs to poor people. And we made him hijama because he had some evil eye on him. And even Shaykh Muhammad Musa, Allah have mercy upon him, I remember I took him to him and he went to them, he talked to him and he said to him about the ruqya, he made ruqya on him as well. Shaykh Muhammad Musa does not take money for ruqya, nothing for free. So he said to him, hijama, he said to him, go to such and such person with hijama. So I with me, Sheikh of hijama, Sheikh of hijama as well. So I took him, but the Sheikh of the hijama, he's a doctor in one of the university, he teaches. He hasn't got the tools. So he went to his, what do you call that when somebody is married, both of these guys married to two sisters? What do you call this? Not What do you call it in English? Huh? No. There's two men married to two sisters. Two men. So what are the relation?
In my language.
Huh? What is it?
It's called the wati.
Yeah, adai,
Yeah,
same,
yeah.
equal,
Yeah.
equalizers.
Yeah.
Equality, you see?
Yeah.
Equalizers, that's correct. So you see, they've got a name for it. In English, they don't have a name. Because there's no relationship in English, nothing. So they're married to two sisters because they are like at the same level. One sister, one sister. Adai. So we went to his, the one who was married to the sister of his wife, and he had the tools. And the other guy is a poor hajjaj, poor. So we used his items and his cups and everything. And we made the sheikh, the hijama, with his cups in his house. And his house is a flat on the top, in this poor place, poor house, nothing. Okay? And this person is asking me, the rich, how much? I said, I don't take money, but you just leave money. So he left 20 pounds. 20 pounds, you know, there the hijama, maybe you pay for £1, £2, £3 maximum. So he left him 20 pounds. We went downstairs, me and him, okay? And I had my car, he's had his own car. So he went in his car, and then his son is calling us from the top. The doctor, the sheikh, did not take money, because he's rich as well, the sheikh, the doctor. I'm talking about so that his son is calling from, his mashallah, son is all with the beard, he's calling us from up. Dad. I said, what? Dad, show me the 20 dinars. And he threw the 20 dinars. He didn't take it. Yeah. So you want me to send you to them? I will send you for free. Hijab for free. Then even somebody said, come on, it's time for your hijab, Abu Suhaib, yallah. They're waiting to make hijab of me for free. We don't I go to as well, when I go there as well, I go to the student of the sheikh, and he's a doctor as well in the university. The student of the doctor, he's a student. He goes, makes hijab for me. I never take money. I forced them. I just said, this is the sunnah, I give you money. This is the sunnah, I'm not going to take the money. So I give the money, he doesn't take the money. Alhamdulillah. But as I said, he is a profession, and as I said, because of this, courses for hijab become very expensive. Very expensive. £300 for one day for one student. Look how many students they could take in one day. They could make 10,000 in a day. 10,000 a day for a course. I'm thinking to do one, you know. Forget about teaching you guys.
Sorry, can I ask one question?
Then a question later on, inshallah. Let me just finish, alright? Khair, inshallah. I'll give you the time for the question. You want a question what about the hijab?
Hijama, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'm sure that you'll have lots of questions about hijab. I will continue because a lot of books. How many? What's the number there you got?
Number
9.
Okay, number 10. So the last one said blood, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything which is haram from the ta'am or the sharab, you're not allowed to sell anything which is like pigs, swine, anything haram, drugs, okay? Even the clothes, which are haram clothes. So for example, you're not allowed to sell clothes for women which are for nakedness. If there are clothes for the women who they dress up inside the house, dressing gowns, like for sleeping dressing gowns, no problem. She's and her husband. But the dresses that normally the women they come out with naked, it's not allowed. So this as well is not allowed. Allahu A'lam, by which we alhamdulillah finished everything to do with what are haram to be sold. And I give you now a principle. Which is not, now I'll give you, which number was that, what?
Number 10 we just finished.
Everything which is haram to eat, its price is haram to take. But if you sold it for other than the purpose of eating, then it is no problem. I'll give you an example. Selling a donkey or a mule or an elephant, okay, and even lions, for the sake of country or a nation that they will eat these things. Not Chinese people, they eat everything. So if you sell them for them as a food, it's not allowed. But if you sell them to different purposes, like riding, so selling the donkey for riding, where they ride it, it's like a car for them. Some of the country, for us in our country, the donkey's price is very high. So if you kill a donkey by crashing it in the car, you pay a lot of money. Yeah, because this is a car. It's a car for that guy. It's a car for that guy. And I'm not talking here from experience. You'll be stuck with a guy who will tell you, my donkey was so fast. The price of it is like so and so. Wallahi. I was involved in something like this with a friend. And he said, I had to pay a lot of money for that donkey. Right, and so for example, you're buying elephants for the sake of the zoo, so that people can look at it. That you pay money for that, no problem. So anything that is benefits that what is halal, you're allowed to sell. But for eating something, for eating it, for the purpose which is haram, it's not allowed to be sold. Right, is it allowed to put on clothes which are made from the skin of the tigers and the skin of the tigers and the skin of the lions or cheetahs and all of that? In terms of putting it on, halal is halal. Because the Prophet ﷺ said, أَيُّمَا إِهَابٍ دُبِرْ فَقَدْ طَهَرَ. Any skin which has been tanned is to be pure. Pure. So even if you got a shoe made of the pig skin, no problem. Well, there will be some, shoes with ingredients. Pigs. Such the ingredients of the shoe. The shoe ingredients. Made of the rat skin, the crocodile skin, the pig skin, dog skin. That skin is tanned. How do I know? Look at it, shine, mashallah. You don't smell dogs in it, you don't smell any pigs in it. So it is halal to be put on. But I'm talking about the garments made which are for the tigers. Hunting the tiger for the sake of that skin, haram. A tiger which is dead animal, I took the skin of it and I tanned it and I sold it. Some of the scholars, and there's a big khilaf, big sort of a controversial issue. Some of the scholars said it is not allowed. It's not because of the skin is halal. It's to do with, number one, you're imitating the disbelievers. They're putting these things. Number two, extravagance. It costs a lot of money, the real tiger skin, that? Or the real bear fur, the polar bear fur. A lot of money. And also, it leads to arrogance. Okay, it leads to arrogance. So some of the scholars said it is not to be allowed. Those garments, which are like jackets made of those tigers and all of this, because of those three things. If there isn't those three things, there's no problem. So, for example, if these jackets now is within the capability. By the way, extravagance is not the extravagance, as I said, for every person. For example, a person who's a millionaire, for him to buy a Porsche, it's not extravagance. But for me to buy a Porsche is extravagance, because can't afford to buy a Porsche. The latest Lamborghini, for example. So if I bought in a salon pulling myself on debts and all of this just to buy a Lamborghini, that's extravagance. But for that guy, it's kind of coke. True or not? It's a kind of coke. It's for him, well, what is 100,000? What is it, 200,000? Nothing. Okay, for me, 200,000, I'm going to spend my whole life to collect it. So there's a difference between extravagance with this side and that side, which extravagance is called. You have to know that as well. Okay, by which, alhamdulillah, we've finished all what we needed to talk about, and we will go to the first question for the hijab.
Just, you mentioned that it's haram for the hijab person who's doing the copying to take the money. But if you go to a person we know is going to take the money, is that okay? Because we don't have a choice.
Good question. If I know that the person taking the money, no problem, because the question was here, is that controversial issue? It's a controversial issue, we said regarding it. So he says to me, no problem. Because Shaykh Ibn Uthaymeen says it is not haram. It's not good money, he said. So he said, no good money, because the word khabith is being mentioned regarding not good, not halal, not good. Like he talked about the sadaqat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, لا تيمموا. Some of the people wanted to bring sadaqat. He brought very, very dry dates. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he puts his stick into it. Who's going to eat this? Very dry. So Allah said the verse, why do you want to put the sadaqah? Instead of putting the fresh dates, you're putting the what? The rubbish one. So you call it al-khabith. Khabith means what? Not good, radi. So the khabith is well used in the hadith, he says radi, no good. But doesn't mean it's haram. Okay? So if I go to that person, I go onto the hint that it is this person adopts a different opinion, or he's a jahil. So I get my role is to give him the money. And to tell him, you know what, you could read about the hijama, blah, blah. And by the way, in the course, and how she says that she read, what is in the course, she says that even they will tell you, is it halal to take money or not money for the hijama. I said, oh, that's amazing. I would be, did they say, what did they say? Already said, no, you have to go to the course and they'll tell you. They'll tell you that's halal, halal. They'll tell you the opinion of the scholars. Now, is pig gelatine halal that is used in sweets? Okay, gelatine, I said it so many times, gelatine is gelatine. We don't consider gelatine to be anything to do with animals, it's called gelatine. So the product is gelatine, is not pig or swine or monkey, whatever you want to call it, okay, it's gelatine. So it is istihala. Istihala in Arabic means chemically processed to a different item. So this product does not affect the sweet. Sweet is a sweet. Whenever I tasted ice cream, it's got gelatine. It tastes meat, smells swine. It doesn't really. It's just Okay, and a number of times I told the brothers regarding Haribo. I used to buy the Haribo, which is the one called halal gelatin. And then because for me gelatin doesn't matter, so I bought the one which is non-halal. Doesn't say halal, just says gelatin from Aslan. Much more tastier than that halal gelatin, the other one. Much better. I don't know what they put in this guy, the halal gelatin. Okay. So this one they put the proper stuff. The other one they put the substitute of it. So gelatin, switch it off.
This one.
Switch it off.
What's happened? This is okay. So the gelatin basically, it is chemically turned into different thing. So it's like somebody looking into something dry, and it's like a coal. But the original ingredients, originally it was a human poo. Human poo, but turned into the dry and burning, and so much burning into coal. So touching it is not touching like the dry. The fresh poo is different. Became what? Cool. Same thing with the gelatin. So the gelatin is processed chemically totally to something this is not meat. Don't listen to those videos that is being pushed around, which I've seen most of them.
This is pig bone, gelatin. It's pig bone.
I know, understand it. Yeah. I mean the research for it. Don't be hot. I mean the research into this. I know what you're talking about.
So it's allowed.
So the gelatin, bones of meat or whatever, it's been, it's like wine and grapes. The wine is made of grapes. You understand that? But the wine is different from the grapes. How did the wine turn into grapes? Can't I turn the wine to grapes or what? So somebody gave you grape juice. Brother, wallahi, I made it out of the wine. And it's true. He made it out of the wine. I'm not allowed to make wine, grapes from the wine, but he made it for me. So that he reversed the process from making from grapes to wine. He made it from wine into grape. Halal and haram. That's what happened to the gelatine. So the process made that wine into what? The original grape juice. And I could turn it the way I wish, whenever I want, if I know the process. So chemically it was wine, chemically turned into juice. And that is why the Prophet ﷺ, when they give him the date juice, they leave it for him. The following night, the following day, they leave it during the night, the following day he drinks it. But if he left it for 2 nights, it becomes what? Intoxicating. It becomes haram. That juice has been left for a long time. The dates, the paste of the date, they soak it and they leave it for the Prophet. They love it, the Prophet, he loves to drink it. And he kept it for the night until the morning. But if he kept it for more than 2 nights or 3 nights, it will turn into drink, intoxicated drink. It become khamr. That's what the khamr is about. So this is made of the bovines, yes, of the animals. Whether it is pig or not pig, all the animals, whether it's dead animals, because all dead animals are the same as pigs with the same thing. There's no difference in haram between an animal which is dead, even if it's a sheep but it's dead, not slaughtered, and a pig. So a pig slaughtered, Bismillah, Allah Akbar, doesn't make it halal. And a sheep, you understand me, which had died without slaughtering, it's not halal. Both of them is not halal. So the word pig doesn't add to anything. But it's pig, the pig is sound really. It's haram. Animal which is not slaughtered, haram. And a pig, Bismillah, Allah Akbar, still haram. Do you get it? So it's still both haram. So this gelatine is made of that. Ya akhi, absolutely halal. 100% halal. Now let's say the gelatine does not turn into something else. It's still got the elements and the ingredients of the bovines or the animals or the bones, whatever you want to call it. Still got that. This is a bottle. Water. My urine is what? Impure. I put 1 drop of urine into this without you knowing. I gave it to you. I'm a nasty person. You said, water. Is water. Color is water. I put impurity in it, but the impurity did not what? Affect it because it's too much. Put another drop of urine. I want to make a joke of you. Smell water. You didn't know that. I put a little bit of cup of urine in this. Hang on, guys. This color of the water has changed. There's something dodgy about it. It's not really water, something else there. That becomes impure.